It's the National Football League on EA Sports, where we'll see who's better, Houston's former team or its current one. It's the Titans and the Texans under the lights on Thursday night.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight we kick off Week 3 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Houston Texans. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. It's an early test here after 2 losses to start the season, and a game they probably really need.
Obviously, no way do they want to get to 0-3. Not many teams make the playoffs with that kind of a start.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Titans, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet, and both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are, as we are off and running on EA Sports. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And I saw that he had an interesting quote in the research packet that we had after last week's game. It's all on me now. I've got to lead my team and find a way for us to win a game. 0-2, but they're at home. I guess he's going to try and find a way to get the home crowd involved early.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 2nd down and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 26-yard line.
First carry for the Oklahoma State man, Chuba Hubbard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. And Stroud now to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, short of them returning it for a pick-6, that was about the worst start you could ask for in this one, because your advantage of getting the ball first is gone, and they're set up a short distance from your end zone. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown, and your offense, you better be ready to come out swinging on the next series.
So here comes the Titans offense. They'll start with great field position. And they will be led out by their 2nd-year quarterback.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes, because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. So from the 25, this is 2nd and 5.
At the 25-yard line.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. 7 yards there and a first down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, complete. It's Phillips. And the Titans are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Spears is in. Touchdown, Tennessee. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line, collective victory at the line.
Now the extra point. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. And he's got his man on the out route. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down. Now Stroud. And his pass incomplete. You talk about this Titan defense. And they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
You have to like the way that they've played in the first month. They have to be very proud being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can improve that ranking.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and, boy, they were successful.
1st and 10, it's Stroud. Looking middle, and that's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Titans' 39-yard line.
Here's Stroud. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Pierce. So he stopped for no gain. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. On 1st down, here's Stroud. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 29-yard line.
Play action. Here's Stroud. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Stroud to throw it. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. On 2nd down, Darby, and he'll lose yardage and be down at the the 7-yard line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
This is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
And he'll take it on this side of midfield. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
1st and 10, it's Pierce.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Stroud on 3rd down now. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Touchdown, Houston. Dalton Schultz. His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Texans are an extra point away from evening this one up.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Joey Sly on for the extra point.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Tennessee offense set to go again. Winless to start the year at 0-2, and now they get the Thursday night game here in Week 3. So, I don't know, does the fact that they're back out so quickly, Charles, help or hurt their cause?
Oh, I say unequivocally help, because you always want a Thursday game earlier in the schedule rather than later, just because the grind of the season hasn't really set in yet. But also, if they can get a win here, they get a mini open week, recharge a little bit, and carry some fresh momentum into the rest of the season.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The second down play not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. These two teams all tied after 1. Second quarter now. Titans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. To throw on 3rd down. Parsons. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
On is the punter Hawk as he gets this one away.
Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return.
And the Texans will take over. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. The offense on third down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Now here's Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Pierce now up the middle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Stroud sets up the play action. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Throwing now is Stroud. That's complete. It's Collins. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. Play action. Stroud now. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the... Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Titans are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. How you like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you?
This drive starts with a Haskins carry. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Looking to throw. Parsons. Over the middle, he has a Conqueror. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
And the Titans first down.
Again to Haskins up the middle. And this is going to be a Titans first down as he gets this up past the 30.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
On first down, Parsons. And that's going to be incomplete. The Titans had 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that. And what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They thought they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room. But they do have to start winning some games.
That is caught. And he will have a
Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Pretty good location there on that throw.
It really was, wasn't it? That was likely one where the receiver was either going to catch it or no one. Really good decision. And, boy, what a catch and move right there.
In a tough spot to get it over the middle.
On 1st and 10, it's Spears. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. 2nd and 9 from the 44.
Back to throw. Parsons, incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, and he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 3rd down, Parsons. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
That was Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
They snapped the ball backed up inside their own 10. Now they're backed up even further, and they can thank their coverage for that. They called a zone, and they were aggressive enough to deny an early window, and that gave their rushers a chance to get to the pocket.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Stroud looking to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Sets up a 3rd down and 18.
Stroud.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get...
And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming.
Play is under review.
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Stroud. Another one caught by Collins.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Fielded at about the 28. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Looking to throw. Parsons. He finds his man. Complete. That's Phillips. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. On 1st and 10. Parsons. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
This is 2nd and 8.
Off the play fake. Parsons. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. The final shot before break. Parsons. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to our Tiburon Studios here in Orlando. We'll take a minute and look ahead at what's to come this weekend in week number 3. In the early games, a lot of good matchups, one being in Indianapolis. A tough one for the Colts as they'll do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. Good games in the late afternoon as well, one being out in Santa Clara, where it'll be the 49ers taking on the Carolina Panthers. And finally, a good one scheduled for Monday Night Football between the Washington Commanders and the Chicago Bears. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Taken at the goal line. The Titans getting set to go here to begin the 3rd quarter. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the 3rd quarter, curious to see what the 2nd half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
On 2nd down now. Darby.
And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
And Stroud now to throw. He'll complete this one to Collins.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Pierce takes it straight ahead.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Running lanes run a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big 2nd half.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd
40-yard
The second down throw now from Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
3rd and 5.
Now Stroud. That's caught again by Schultz. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Stroud off the play fake. He's got it to Collins, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there of 21 yards. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. That's complete to Dell. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd and a couple.
At the 18-yard line.
Again, it's Stroud. Got a man. It's Collins, complete. It'll be a pick on the 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Give to Pierce. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now they'll go play action here with Stroud. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
So, CD, maybe put a pin in that one as this game progresses. It's a field goal that gets him the lead here in the 3rd, but boy, you hate settling for 3 when you're that close to the goal line.
Well, it certainly pains me to say it, but I do think it was the right call. Now, if they lose, you and I both know that'd be one of the things that gets second-guessed. Why didn't you go for it on 4th and goal? I know the mindset was take the points, get the lead. And by the way, if they went for it and got stuffed, they'd second-guess that too.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Down at the 26. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
They'll keep it on the ground. Darby. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
30-yard line. A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Tennessee.
Operating from the gun, Parsons. That one's taken in by Spears. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
At the 34-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Darby. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. Back to throw. Parsons.
On the out route, he's got Burks.
So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 41-yard line.
Looking to throw. Parsons.
Throw to the right, caught by Okongwu.
And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 25-yard line.
And the Titans' 1st down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
On 2nd down, Darby. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
3rd down and 10.
Operating from the gun, Parsons. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will knot us up at 10. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Stroud to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Titans are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
He finds his man complete. That's Phillips. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston.
This 2nd and 4.
All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Parsons. And he's got this down to the 35. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st down, Darby. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll keep it on the ground. Darby. And a short gain down to about the 33. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. So 3rd down and a field goal from here would be right about 50 yards as they try to get closer. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And that'll bring up 4th down and the big sack with a loss of 5.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game,
even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now a handoff for Pierce.
And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Stroud working out of the gun. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Hand off left side, Pierce.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
They go again with Pierce. And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line.
45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here's Stroud. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Titan football. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want, and other times, the defensive front, they just break up the play before it can get going.
His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Haskins now on 1st and 10. Down to about the 45.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Parsons. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. That one goes for 8 yards.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them. Go with the screen, and they're able to get the 1st down.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. Temptation there certainly to go for this, but I think you have to kick it, right?
The temptation coming from the fantasy owners, right? I mean, There are some that are going to want to kick it because they may have that kicker, but overall, get more yardage, maybe a chance for a touchdown. But no, absolutely not. Run that field goal kicker out there. Kick it. You've got to take the chance to take the lead right now. You don't want to put it back on your defense.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Houston's offense taking over again, and now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. On first down, here's Stroud. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will finally be taken down at the Titans' 15. 62 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. And a guy that can change the game shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Right back to Hubbard. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his second drop, indeed, not a good look. Throw over the middle is taken in by Down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Gets the dump off to Pierce. Second down, goal to go. Pierce is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. This Titan defense, they just will not give in easily. Looking for another stop, 3rd and goal. Now Stroud. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. It's Roger McCreary with a pick. And the Titans have just about sewn up this football game. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given. And it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Another run on second down, trying to cover up. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. On third down, Darby. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And it's fielded at the 34. So Stroud and the Texans down 13-10, a minute 12 to go. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Stroud. catch is made. It's Schultz on the out route. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
What a time to come up with a play like that. They're now in field goal range. But the opportunity is also there to try and win the game outright.
Here we go. First and goal. Stroud to throw it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost him.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But, boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. And if he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves him out there with another chance.
A bit of extra pressure now for this one on Joey Sly. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely to take the knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And no return here to begin the overtime session. That'll be a touchback. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and he is going to go down in the end zone. It's a safety, and the game is over. Well, Charles, I've heard of backing up to avoid the rush. I think this takes that to a whole new level.
And not upper level either.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for the Texans, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.